Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Diablo 3. And on this episode, we are going to be doing the first episode in our solo campaign. We're going to go through the game nice and slow, check things out. We've gone through the game, or we're going through the game still, on our multiplayer campaign, which is really fun. I definitely enjoy that. But at some point, I did want to go back and just kind of look in like the corners and stuff like that and see stuff that is going to take longer than it really has to because I've never gone through it before. So that's what this one's for. I'm going to pick a male class. I did consider Wizard because I did really kind of want to play that one, and Demon Hunter above all because this one seems really cool. But the problem with Demon Hunter, or there's not a problem with it, but it just seems like I'd be able to do it so much better if I just understood a little more about the game. So I'm going to wait before I make that class. We're going to come back around. We'll play it for sure, but this is going to be a class that we play when we're more familiar with the game, because I want to get the full effect out of this one. Monk is another one that I want to try out, but again, it's going to be up front and close quarter combat, so I'm going to shy away from this one for right now. The one I'm really leaning towards playing, and I think this is the one we're going to play, is Crusader, and he's just cool looking. I mean, look at that. Now his head is really small for the size of his bodies, or maybe the shoulders are just way too big to really look right on him. I don't think he'd be able to support that much weight, and even if he was, it'd slow him down so much I don't think it would be worth the armor. But maybe in his situation. So we'll check him out and see what that entails. Now we have hardcore, we have seasonal. I thought about going hardcore, but I don't like the idea of losing my character if I die, because chances are I'm going to die quite a bit. I'm brand new to the game, really. Seasonal, I kind of do want to do that one, but at the same time, I want to try at least one playthrough where it's not on there, and maybe there won't be any difference whatsoever other than the loot that I'll be missing out on, but I want to show that at the very least. So we're going to keep that off for now. So we're going to go ahead and create our hero. Now I am going to let you guys listen to the story. We're going to go ahead and start it. We'll actually look at the game settings first. We're going to be in Act 1, normal difficulty. Well, we're going to be doing this by ourselves, so we could go with hard, maybe 75% extra gold, 75% extra experience bonus. That's cool because it's going to be harder and I'll get more gold and experience, but I don't want to level any faster than I normally would, so I'm going to go with just normal. We're going to try that out. If it's too hard or too easy, we can always come back and make it harder, but I want to give you guys a normal playthrough of this game, so we're going to go with that, and we're going to go ahead and start the game right now. Now, when it finally starts up, I'm going to let you guys listen to each cutscene, and I won't be talking over it, but we'll discuss it after each one, because I always have something to say about these. They're really well done, very beautiful, and just each one of these characters supposedly has a story all their own. So if you're coming through here and you play it on a witch doctor, you'd be like, wow, that was a cool story. Oh, here we go.
At 12, I swore the oath, leaving home and family. At 16, I saw my master die. I took up his shield and his name, and on that day, I became a Crusader. Armored by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakarum. Sworn to live as a Crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men. I see it in the eyes of the mad. Hear it in the howling of the damned. A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram. The crusade calls me, and so I go.
Nice. So this guy's looking for a fight. He's definitely found one here. Didn't really come prepared.
The falling star is close, but there is death here too.
For somebody with such a vibrant backstory, of being a Crusader, you think he would have had some better gear on him. Maybe he had to ditch it for some reason, and we're just not really told on that one. This is beautiful graphics, though. I got to give it to them on this one. They did a great job with graphic-wise. You can see the blood on the ground, and everything just seems a little bit more real. You got, oh wow, holy crap, what is that? Okay, so let's look at our spells. Punish is physical. It generates 5 wrath per attack, strikes your enemy for 335% weapon damage, and gain hardened senses, increasing your block chance by 15% for 5 seconds. Requires a shield. And swing your melee weapon for 100% weapon damage. Okay, so why would you ever use anything other than this one? This one does 335% weapon damage, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't cost anything other than rage. No, it actually generates rage, which then I'm guessing I can use for something, although I don't know what it is yet. Probably I don't have the skill for it. Jeez, look at this. This guy just whacks them once. Just once, and they're dead. I don't even think my witch doctor was able to do that with his spells. Ah, here we go. Although he has to get right up on him. I think that might be his Achilles heel, because he has to be right on top of the creature. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Captain Rumford.
Greetings. I am a Crusader of the Zakharum faith, and I saw a star falling on this town.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
Well, that wasn't too bad. That's, I mean, 3 mobs? Oh, here we go. Okay. I was going to say, I thought it was a lot tougher than that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bring it on, baby. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. They're just wiping the floor with these guys. We might have to turn up the difficulty.
Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Oh, I got a new record on that one. So I activated a skill category you have unlocked. So let's take a look at that. A new skill slot available. Shield Bash. Okay, so you had Punish, which we've already looked at. Level 3 will get Slash, so we haven't gotten that one yet. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Let's look at Shield Bash. Cost 30 Wrath. Charge at your enemy, bashing him and all nearby foes. Deal 700% weapon damage, plus 300% of your shield block chance as holy damage. Wow. That's pretty nice. Well, we'll definitely go with that. And we haven't unlocked any of the skill runes yet. That's at level 6, so we can come back in there. We'll also have this one sweep it. That one's going to be interesting. We'll try that one out, definitely. So let's see. What happens when you push it? Ooh, wow. Look at that. It actually pushes the bodies away. But it does use my my wrath over here. I have to wait for it to come back. Yep. Yeah, we'll have to wait for that. Or we can charge it up as well. But now we can go inside. So we're going to look around a little bit.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
Ooh, look at that. So they are burning the corpses. Oh, yeah, he's actually tossing them in. Fantastic. I love it. I love the fact that they're doing that. Is he going to go back and get another one? Come on, dude. Do it. Do it. Do it like an endless loop of just throwing the zombie corpses into the fire. Why is he watching it? Is he watching to make sure they don't get back out? It's actually a pretty smart idea. Oh, there he goes. He's going to get another one. Do it. Do it. Yeah, take your time, man. They're heavy. You got all day. You're going to be there for all eternity pulling these things out. It's a horrible, horrible job. Can you imagine the programming on that one? Like if Tron, you go inside the computer and finding that like that guy who does this all day long? Ugh. Jeez. What a program. Yeah, he's just going to do that over and over and again. What about this? Can we talk to him? The burning bodies. Let's ask him.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
Wow, so they actually put story in there just for this guy. Okay, what about the traveling scholar?
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
I bet. Can you imagine showing up in a town and seeing something like this? You'd be like, geez, why didn't I stay home? This is not a place you'd want to be.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Zakharum will be restored, friend.
Right. Let's
May
see.
the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
Okay, so a little crazy guy standing in there shouting stuff. We got the merchant over here, Tasha the miner.
Found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
Oh yeah, our stuff sucks so bad, guys. Look at this. This is horrible stuff. I might actually have some stuff over in our crate, which I might be able to take out from our other character, but I think I'll leave it in there. I think we'll have to see if we can earn anything on this character ourselves. And at some point, we'll share it, but I think to start with, we won't do that. So I don't have any unidentified items. Let's look in there just to see what we got. Actually, this is a completely different Oh, you know why? Because the other one's on seasonal and this one's not. That's gonna be interesting.
I'd protect him, but now he's dead.
Well, can I help you out then? No, I mean, you know, yeah, he's dead, but in this world, is anything really completely gone?
Don't
I mean,
you
there's...
dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away.
Jeez. Evil mayor. Okay, what about Neck the Brawler? What about brawling?
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Wanna go? Oh, and you didn't hear about it from me.
Sure. I mean, we might try that. What exactly is that? Consequences.
Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
They're probably talking about PvP. Enter the training grounds. We'll try it. Yeah, let's go check it out,
Swing
guys.
hard. Worry later.
That's something we haven't done yet on other characters. I don't know what this... maybe it's just a testing ground to test out some of your new spells and equipment to see if you like the way it works without worrying about dying, you know, in 2 or 3 seconds. Or maybe not. Like, what? This is it? New Tristram. Yeah, that would just take me back to town, huh? PvP, I bet. I bet this is PvP, and if I was playing on seasonal, there'd probably be, you know, 15, 20 people in here just killing each other, but there's no one in here right now, so that's kind of disappointing. You would think they would throw some creatures at you or something. But interesting. We'll definitely have to try that on our other character and see what that actually looks like over there.
The dead, rising from their graves. This must be the end of the world.
Maybe. I mean, it definitely doesn't look good.
Please move your cart.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Lord Mayor, please move your cart.
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
Fleeing will not save your life, and certainly not your town.
Yeah, I don't think he really cares about the second part. Let's see. Can we move your cart?
Please move your cart.
How dare you?
Oh, he's just gonna go through
Are
the same
you
thing.
mad?
Fleeing.
Okay, dude. I should be able to just destroy your cart, but I already know we need to go in here and talk to some people. Let's see, what do we got? We got the history of Tristram. We'll go ahead and listen to that.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
All right, that's kind of interesting. Little tidbits there. What about this villager? Tristram's families.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Okay, there's a little bit more to the story. I mean, not a lot as far as details, but it gives you a little bit more ambiance.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
Yeah, I would have to agree with her on that one. That's probably something they haven't seen before. What about the merchant?
Welcome to the slaughtered caffeine. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
Oh, how nice. Wow. A lot of confidence there. That guy really believes in us. Let's go look at Leah's room. We can ransack that while we know where she's at. Let's see. We're going to click on this little book right here.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
That's nice. A little story while we stand by the fireplace. Hear the little crackling going on. That's actually kind of nice. It's a nice little room. You got decent sized space in here. So let's go back out. We'll talk to her now and see what she has in store for us.
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did.
but it blasted my uncle, Deckard Cain, into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but...
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Wow, she noticed that at like the corner of her eyes. You would think the monster should react before she does, you know, like
killing business.
She saw it coming before I could even look at that, and I was watching them this time, so I knew that was gonna happen.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Something like putting the dead back to sleep? I can do that.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Well, you would think this guy would know what to do. Like, he's a Crusader. Shouldn't this be like his bread and butter? Shouldn't he be the one like dictating and directing the environment, the efforts that are going on here? Like, this guy should be.
Militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
We never should have built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was right. Even in death, Diablo torments us.
Wow. Okay, so there's some little stories going on here. If you just kind of go through the town, let's actually travel around and check that out. Let's see, anybody else saying anything new? No? What about you?
The dead, rising from their graves.
Yeah, it's the same thing as before. I wonder if it's going to show something above their head if they're going to say something new. No, you're not going to say anything. This room we couldn't go in before, so we're going to go inside Cain's house and just check it out. See what we can find in here. I do believe Dark Dragon was letting us know that there's supposed to be books in here every so often. You just have to know when to come in here and look and when not to. Sometimes you'll see it in here and sometimes you won't. Let's see. Oh, there it is over there on the table. Another little story, guys.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Deckard Cain, guys, from the second one. That was a great Diablo game. In fact, still people play it to this day. That's how good that game is. So, you know, this is a long line of tradition of good games here. Well, yeah, you're the same guy. What about you? Can I talk to you?
Death may be upon us all soon.
Yeah, I don't think you really do anything. I think he just heals us, to be honest. And we're pretty close to being full life all the time anyways, so. What about you?
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram.
Same thing as before.
This is closer to the town's history.
Let's see. So that guy's still doing his job. Still plugging away all of existence. What do we got going on out here? Can we take a look around before we get in the fight? I bet he's going to tell us to go do something. Let's see.
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Have faith, Captain. Have faith.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Oh, just in time, guys. Yes. Their voices sound really familiar. Oh, we're not killing these as fast as we were earlier. There we go.
That's one of the wretched mothers.
Oh, we even got a nice piece
down the road.
Okay, so we killed the wretched. We even got a piece of armor right here. Let's see. Cloth tunic of slaughter, 3 armor, regenerate 3 life per second. So we just get that life, period. It doesn't say in battle or anything like that. A secondary effect is 3 life after every kill. So we get a little bit of life after every time we kill somebody. Let's see, what does that look like? I guess it looks okay. Let's see, if we take that off, what did it look like before? It looked the same, right? No, okay, so it was nice and gray. And this one actually gives us that little blue with the white down the center. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Not quite the armor that we saw the guy wearing when we first clicked on him, but I'm sure that's going to come at some point. There is a way to zoom in as well so you can see a little bit closer. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not ideal because you don't really get a whole lot of the picture. So it's kind of hard to do that, but I mean, you can always try it out if you want. I forgot what the button was. I think it's like F3 or F4 or something like that. Oh, die. Oh, we didn't quite save him. Oh, jeez. That sucks. We got some new lore there. Let's go ahead and kill this guy right here. The wretched mother. We'll get that sash and the gold. I guess we got to kill these guys. This guy really just pushes you further, more and more. Just getting that next guy, that next guy, that next guy. Because I do want to back up a little bit and read that lore, which actually just disappeared. So let's see if we can come over here Get a little further back. There we are. Let's see. Collections, no. Community, friends, that's not it. Where's our lore? Yeah, I don't know where it is. The next time it pops up, we'll definitely click on it. I wish I knew more about the game, but I'm still learning, unfortunately, guys. So bear with me on that one. Yeah, we're wiping the floor with you. Oh, we got another little dungeon over here. We're definitely going to do that. Now, when you're clearing these areas, I've been told the best way to go about it is to do the outside and then work your way in. I kind of like to just jump in sometimes and see what the area has to offer. It's very dangerous because then you don't have anywhere safe to run. You're in the inside, and usually every route you take is going to be filled with enemies. So just keep that in mind, that it can be very, very rough if you do that. But I think with this guy, he's one of the few people who can get in over his head because he's so, you know, strong physically and still be able to come out fairly well as long as you're watching your life and you're using the potions when you need to. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we're going to come back down here, and we're going inside this little dungeon. Now, it may not be that big. From what I remember, these are sometimes pretty small, but hey, they're good experience, and you get some really good loot at it for the most part, and maybe a main guy in here, so we're definitely looking forward to that. Let's see, we're going to go down this path right here. That's a dead... Oh, yeah, there's a big guy over there. Oh, yeah. Jeez, this is going to be rough. Okay, we're going to try it out.
This will be a good battle.
There we go. Oh, back up, back up. I'm using my secondary button. It blocks him. Oh, man. We're taking some damage right here. We're taking some serious damage. There we go. Holy crap. We did it. And I think the only reason we survived that, to be honest, guys, is the fact that they kept dropping these little health potions right here. And I would pick one up every once in a while because they just toss it right on top of me. So that probably saved my life right there. Yeah, nice. Oh my god, fantastic. Okay, so what did we get off of that? We got some pants. Okay, thankfully we need some pants. I don't know what we were wearing before, but that's, you know, kind of disturbing. 6 armor, we're going to definitely take that. What about our belt? Okay, 6 armor on our belt. Or we could do the magic belt, which is 7 armor, regenerates 4 life per second. So again, that one's just going to give me pure life, standing still or doing what I'm doing. I don't necessarily have to be in combat to get that, so I like the way they're moving with this character so far. You know, every character is going to have armor that's kind of tailored to them, and this armor that I'm getting right now is a good sign that this character probably won't have to worry about his life too much, knowing that he's going to be taking a lot of damage. They've went ahead and given you that extra little boost with everything you carry, so kind of different from the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, he does a tremendous amount of damage, but most of the stuff he picks up is geared towards his pet, which, you know, that's probably the way it should be. Now, we got a little old keepsake box in here. What do we get out of this? Tristram Journal.
The rumors of torture and worse grow every day. What has happened to Tristram and its king? I once thought Leoric a great man, but it seems I was deceived. We all were. He sends our meager army against Westmarch on the morrow. What will become of us?
Nice. Okay, so let's go through here and see if we can find some more. That was just a random book here in the dungeon, in the level that we were at. So I don't know if maybe there's some more on here. Definitely kind of promotes you to look around and find everything, that's for sure. So we're going to come up here because it looks like the other area is the way we need to go, and this is probably a dead end. But a little bit more experience, maybe a few more items. If we're lucky, maybe even a dungeon. Let's see what we can find up here. A little bit more gold. That's always worth getting here at the very beginning of the game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, pop up, baby. Give me some good loot. Yes. Oh, another one? Another one? Oh, you guys are just playing with me. That was not a good strategy right there. If you were going to pop up out of the ground, you probably should have popped up out of the ground all together. There we go. Get a little something up here. What do we find? This might be the way we're supposed to be going. Again, I have no clue. I don't know which direction. I probably should look at the map to figure that out, but I like just roaming around and seeing what trouble I can get into. And if you do go the wrong way and you do clear a map that doesn't have anything to do with the quest that you're working on, you know, you're still getting loot out of it, which ultimately will make your guy... Wow, that guy destroys those crates. Not a little, but a lot. They go flying in the opposite direction. Wow.
That should slow the attacks.
There we go. We killed 3 of them already. And killed a Wetchet Queen in the old ruins. Again, I don't know where the old ruins are. We seem to be flying through some of these maps, so we need to backtrack a little bit and go check out some of the other areas that we've kind of passed by. Let's go this way. Yes. 10 monsters killed. I wonder if you have to do that in a certain amount of time to get that one. Or maybe just consecutively without stopping for more than a few seconds in between each one. Which, you know, actually isn't that hard. As you get higher and higher level.
While exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight. A heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
Okay, so we need to kill some of these guys. Apparently he got jumped when he was trying to come back and warn everybody at the base that, you know, this was going on. Happened that quickly, you know. It seems that everybody was caught off guard, and the people even out here weren't able to get back. You know, they weren't able to rally in time, so it's kind of unfortunate that so many people were just, you know, completely destroyed by this because of the speed and the swiftness of it. But, you know, again, when you build a place like that, you know, in a haunted area, in a place that's been consecutively and notoriously, you know, destroyed again and again and again, you know, you're getting what you asked for. Like, why would you do that? Find another place. There's tons and tons of places out there that wouldn't give you near as much grief. And yeah, this might be your home, but still, at some point, you're just like, it's haunted, right? Like, there's demons there throughout your entire history. Stay away from it. It might be a good idea. But they don't seem to learn. They actually enjoy the fight, I think, because otherwise they wouldn't do it. You know, they wouldn't be here. Because this is a nightmare. Every time we come over here to help these people out, it quite literally is like nightmare scenarios. Things most people would just be utterly, you know, scarred for life with if it actually happened to them. And these guys, they choose it. They choose to come over here. So, yeah, a little bit on the crazy side, which explains a lot in this story if you think about it. What did we get off of that guy? Anything? Nothing? Okay. Wow, that...
Tristram. Diablo himself was here.
I need to turn that off every time somebody comes online. I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to look at that in between this episode and the next. That way that doesn't show up on the screen every single time. You know, when I was playing my Heroes of the Storm series, when it was in its technical alpha version, and I was going through that, making videos for it, you know, I added a whole bunch of people to the friends list so that you could, you know, get in there and play the game with people that you knew were pretty good. But beyond that, I haven't really played with any of these people in a very long time. And so you can see they're still playing like StarCraft and other games like that. So, yeah, I need to turn that off. Because I'm not really interested in finding that out every single time. I'm sure at some point, if I was playing with a lot of friends, I'd be like, oh, yeah, somebody just came on. Let me get them in my group. But for me, I'm just going through a single campaign version. I don't really need to see that. Now, you can see on the map, it's actually flashing, letting me know. Oh, we got a level, guys. Let's go ahead and kill this dude and see what we got here. Let's see, what do we got? A new skill available. Ah, we got Shield Glare. And what does this do? Cooldown 12 seconds. Light erupt from your shield, blinding all enemies up to 30 yards in front of you for 4 seconds. So it's almost like a stun. You blind them and then move, and they won't be able to hit you as well. Let's try that one. Yeah, not bad. It's kind of a weird-looking spell, more like yeah, exactly like a flare. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it just goes off blinding light. So that makes sense. But I don't know. That's kind of weird. Let's try it on these guys. Oh, they're blind and they're no longer hitting me anymore. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You have a lot of enemies there. I definitely suggest trying that one out. Let's see if we can come over here and kill these people. See if we can find anything good. We haven't really found too much. I mean, yeah, there's a few items in our inventory we should look at and see. Okay, so what do we got here? We got cloth equipped is 6. So we got 3 right here. And you can see the stats actually is lower than what we're wearing. The stats are lower than what we're wearing on that one. It says it's 9 armor, reduces all resource cost by 4%, but it's lower on the toughness and recovery. If you could put up with that for the resource reduction in cost by 4%, it'd be worth it for you. But we're not going to do that right now. We're definitely going to put on the glove, which is 4 armor, regenerates 4 life per second. Again, I love that. What about our weapon? Yeah, it actually does more damage. I don't know if it's going to cause us to have to be closer to the enemy, though, to have it work. So we'll have to see how that works out. It may not be as good of a weapon just for that reason alone, but I've never tried it, so we'll have to see on that. Again, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below, and I will definitely catch you all next time.